Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome to another challenge. For today's video, we're going to be playing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Blindfolded. Now, I've done a couple different blindfold challenges here on the channel before, so if you want to go ahead and watch one of those said challenges, I'll leave a link down in the description below to the challenge playlist I made here on YouTube. One of those said challenges I did was a Ocarina of Time blindfold challenge where I went through and fought all the child bosses. So this video is going to be very similar to that in one major way, where I'm going to be fighting the final boss in this game. So if you haven't played Majora's Mask before, I highly recommend you go play the game first before you watch this video, as this will be spoiling everything about the final boss sequence. But if you have played Majora's Mask before, then you know that the final boss in this game, Majora, he's pretty difficult. It's a 3-staged boss fight. There's a lot that goes on in the fight itself, and because of it, it could be very difficult. So the fact that I'm going to be doing this blindfolded is going to make it pretty interesting. So in a way, this is kind of like my Ocarina of Time challenge, where I'm in a way doing 3 bosses in one video, but I decided I'm just going to be doing the boss fight here against Majora specifically, because a lot of other bosses in this game, not really possible to do blindfolded, like Got, for example. That one just doesn't really work out, so I want to just try to fight the final boss in this game, Majora, and see how that goes, and maybe in the future we'll revisit this idea and maybe fight some of the other bosses here in Majora's Mask. But yeah, that is basically everything that I need to lay out, but there is one more important thing I should mention, and that is just like in the Ocarina of Time challenge video I did, this is going to be played on the Practice ROM KZ, and that's just simply to make things easier on me to record. I do have a 100% save file on here, but I'm just going to be using this to load up a save file that already has all my items I need ready to go. So let's just go ahead and load into the game itself. So I already have a save file on here that has 100%ed Majora's Mask. So I already went through and I fought Majora on this file, and I'm going to go ahead and just load up this mem file here to have all the equips we'll be needing for this fight. So in particular, I'm going to be going into Majora fight with just the 3 buttons already, or not the 3 buttons, the 3 items I have equipped with my C buttons. I'm going to be using just the Hero's Quiver, or the Hero's Bow, with a 50 quiver, I should say. The bombs, which is mainly just for one thing, and I'll be talking about when the time comes. And then Zora Mask, mainly for phase 1. So these are my equips, so let's just go ahead and go straight to the moon. And the biggest thing I need to be careful of here is, because I'm using Zora Mask, is that in phase 1 here, Majora can do an attack that if you're either a Deku or Zora, it will burn you. And if it burns either the Deku or Zora, it will void you out and you have to start the fight all over again. So he's going to do a very specific fire laser attack, and when he's doing that, I need to take off the Zora Mask, because if I don't, it's going to be a problem. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and apply that blindfold. Alright, we are all set, so it is time. Let's go ahead and fight Majora's Mask here. Hopefully, this is going to be a pretty smooth first phase, because if it's not, this is going to be very chaotic very quick. Because in this cutscene here, Link is giving away the 4 boss remains he collects throughout his adventures, and after a few hits on Majora here in the beginning, those 4 remains will be coming out to fight as well. I'm going to be relying a lot on Z-targeting to figure out where Majora's Mask is, so once those remains come out, this is going to become a lot harder. So here we go, Majora's Mask. Starting off, I want to put it on Zora Mask immediately. Now I want to take out my fins, and I want to throw them at Majora to stun him. Alright, take off the mask, make my way over to Majora, spin attack. So since this is 100% save, I do have great spin, so my spin range is a lot bigger, and I kind of need that, to be honest here. I'm going to put back on Zora Mask here, so I can attack Majora. I hit one remains, but not Majora himself. I gotta take off the mask now, because this attack here, this will burn me as Zora, and it would just kill me immediately. I can't tell what exactly I'm targeting here. it might be Majora, and if I am, I might be able to deflect back his laser, but I don't know exactly. Okay, that was a remain. If I can snipe away the remains right now, that'd be fine as well, because that will get away less targets for me to lock onto with Z targeting. That sounds like Majora, so equip the Zora mask and throw a fin. Actually, no, that's not what I want. I was thinking I was attacking Majora, but apparently it was a remain. I think there was 3 of them. That sounded like the last remain, so now it should just be Majora on the field. Alright, take off the mask and do quick spins here. If Majora flies into this, it should be good, but unfortunately I got clipped. Okay, I know what's going on now. He's still flying around the map. Oh wait, was that remain? But there's still another one. I must have miscounted. Let me put back on Zora mask. Alright, he's gonna spin around the map, so I should just quick spin. Okay, that stuns. Let's just make sure I don't miss the quick spin this time. Got it. Alright, there should be one more attack needed, and then it should go into phase 2. Okay, take off the mask. I hear him somewhere around my left. There we go. Alright, he's gonna spin, so I should spin too. Alright, I actually lost track immediately there. I couldn't Z-target, so that didn't work out. That would have been a great time to capitalize on being stunned. Alright, take off. Put up shield just in case. I don't know if I'll ever be able to reflect this without vision. I'm not really great at doing this regardless. It's kind of awkward. But without vision, yeah, it's worse. Alright, he's gonna do this attack again. He's been doing this attack a lot. I'm trying to be careful not to take that mask off too quick after being burned, because if that's the case, then I will still be burned. I didn't hit him there. Did the Zora boomerang come back and hit him after he was stunned? That's never happened before. That works for me. I'll take it. Alright, time for phase 2. Majora's Incarnation. This is why I have bombs. There is a very weird mechanic here somewhere in the center of the arena. Well, that doesn't help. I'm gonna take out another bomb. Somewhere in the center of the arena, there's just like a random spot where you just drop a bomb and then it acts as his hitbox too. So if I'm near the center, I'm just gonna start dropping bombs. Also, if he runs by, that could happen. Just gonna keep on doing quick spins here to constantly stun him. And he's just down. That is probably the easiest fight out of the 3 phases because Majora's Incarnation just likes running around the ring for the most part. He will throw out projectiles every once in a while, but it's rare for me to see him. So the fact he started with projectiles was very different. Now time for the hardest one. Majora's Wrath. I don't know if this is going to be any harder compared to phase 1 for Blindfold, but we'll find out. Just going to do some quick spins here. want to stun him with my arrows. Let's keep on quick spinning. There is a stun lock, but because I don't know how far away I am in relation to Majora here, it's better off for me just to go for damage, not for the stun lock. If I can stun lock him, the fight becomes free. I don't have to do anything, really. But, again, I don't know if I can really get it reliably here, so I'm just not going to go for it. Okay, there we go. I lost track of him there for a second, but I got him now. I must have been much farther away than I thought. A little bit closer. A little bit more. And I was too late. Oh, he grabbed me, didn't he? Yeah, he grabbed me. If that happens, then I just have to retarget. Oh, this attack. This is the worst. I can't really do anything when this happens. I just have to wait for it to stop. He's really hitting me. Like, he's going crazy right now. But that's pretty much Majora's Wrath for you. I just need to get one good arrow. Where is he? Not even doing anything now, so that's not good. Oh, I guess I found him? Or he just got bored, one of the two. Where is he? I'm near a wall, but I can't target him. He's too far away. Come on, Tattle. Find him for me. I'm surprised about how long going without finding him. Got him. Okay, there you go. I have to rely on sound cues just to get closer. Alright, that was bad. Alright, not locked on anymore. I don't know how many more arrows I have left, so I gotta be careful here. If I run out of arrows, so I'm gonna have to go back to Zora. I should still be locked on, so I can just shoot him. Bad time from the jump. I'm not getting close enough. He must be halfway across the field when I hit him. Went through 5 rolls over. There you go. That was a good call. Although I did some side hops, apparently. Alright, if he's sending this out, he's near death. When he sends out the tops, then he's almost dead. Oh, that must have been a top just randomly going my way. I can't tell where the tops are that reliably because they clang all over the place. Alright, he threw me. There we go. Got him again. I might be out of arrows. I don't hear anything anymore, so I'm going to go to Zora. Now, unfortunately, with Zora, his range is way worse than the bow. This may not be the easiest to reach him with, but it's my only option now. I don't have any air projectile, so I have to go with this. Alright, I got him. And that is it. We did it. Alright, good. So, honestly, that was bad. That was a really bad Majora's Wrath. But the fact that I was still able to beat him is really good. Now, the worst part about that fight was losing track of him at that one very specific moment. When he jumped so far away, I didn't know exactly where he went. And it got to a point where Tattle was just too far away to lock on. So I just had no idea where to go, and I was just wandering around aimlessly. So that was the worst part about the fight. But I did expect to have a hard time with him simply because of the nature of how that went. So he was definitely the hardest phase. Going into that fight, it really just depends on your luck if either phase 1 or phase 3 is going to be the harder out of the two for a blindfold attempt. Phase 1 was still pretty difficult, don't get me wrong, but phase 3, because of how much he was jumping around when I was ready to attack, that made it a lot harder for me to keep track of where Majora was. So that made things a lot worse. So yeah, I'm very curious to see just how much I did have left over for equipment. And because we're playing on the practice ROM, I'm going to go ahead and cheat here and just see what I had left. So I'm going to just break out here and see what we have. So we ended the fight with 5 hearts left. So we were getting dangerously close to death, and this is with 20 hearts and double defense. That is insane. My numbers aren't going to be accurate for the bow and the bomb count anymore, because when you beat Majora, it will reset the game back to day 1 status, so it'll reset all of your equipment back to 0. So I'll have to look back at that part back in post. But yeah, that was the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask final boss beaten blindfolded. So very difficult fight. Honestly, the easiest part was definitely phase 2, because Incarnation is a joke. He is definitely one of the easiest parts about that whole thing blindfolded, but even that can still be a little overwhelming. Phase 1 definitely didn't treat me nice in certain parts, but the fact that I was able to take out a couple of the remains did make that easier. And then Majora's Mask was Majora's Wrath. You kind of can't help him being as regressive as he is, but I made do, and we beat it. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this one went. So with that said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.